Yeah, so let's get to talk Ebonyi States for a moment. We are joined this hour by the Commissioner for Special Duties, Ebonyi States, Valentine Okike-Uzo. Thank you indeed, Mr. Commissioner, for stopping by our studios this hour.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, well, how's Ebonyi States and how's your governor doing in terms of governance the last 3 years now?
Well, thank you very much for having me. I can say very fantastic, and of course, Ebonyans, and even those who are not Ebonyans who live in Ebonyi State can attest to the fact that the governor has done very, very well. We all know that the principal primary duties of governor in the state, or governance holistically, is the welfare and protection of life of the citizens, which the governor has done very well. So I can say governor has done very, very, very well. Yes.
No, I wasn't expecting you to say less. We're
going to look at what is done, but what is coming out from Ebonyi is very disturbing. Why is the state becoming violent? At least I've interviewed, at least this year once, I can't remember whether it's this year or last year, where it looks like the civic space is shrinking in Ebonyi State, where there's violence. In fact, our colleague, the journalist was, I've forgotten the chapel now, was actually attacked. And I was listening to, I think, the PDP gentleman last night, and he was talking about the fact that it is the aides of the governor who are behind all of these attacks. In fact, from his mouth to my listening ear, he said that some people escaped being burnt alive. Why the hostility?
Yeah, Jeff, I want to say that the work of opposition is to cry foul when there is no problem.
It is not work of opposition.
If you give me time, I will explain.
Just hold on. Yes. Just hold on. I don't want us to go there. You talk about opposition. Okay. I'm saying I've interviewed at least 2 journalists, or twice journalists have been here to say they were attacked. So I'm not guessing what I'm saying. You understand? Because they went to cover an opposition rally.
Thank God you mentioned opposition here. Yes. So that is the point I was coming from. You know, sometimes, even when the governor is doing very, very well, the opposition will still see nothing out of what he's doing. Their job is to criticize the government very badly, not to even recommend for the good things the governor has done. Their job is to make sure that the things the governor is doing, nobody sees them or hears about them. Now, the issue you just raised about people attacked, I can tell you, I stand to be corrected, as most of the times, it is the same opposition people that stage those events to look as if it's the people, the APC people that are doing that. It has happened often time.
Like you mean the opposition, they attack themselves?
It's not about attacking.
So the opposition will organize thugs to attack themselves and attack journalists.
If you see the scene, the picture of what they sent, you see the chairs are turned upside down, about 2 broken, and pieces of bottles broken on the floor. So that is not what opposition can do. Did they show you pictures of where people are actually trying to physically assault them? No. They show you pictures of bottles on the floor.
Who attacked the journalist?
I wouldn't know. I was not there, but I'm telling you.
So why are you speaking on something you don't know and you were not there?
Because I saw the pictures. These are the things. These are the evidence they show on the media space.
You can't speak about what you don't know.
But Jeff, you were not there as well.
A journalist was on TV.
Yes.
And spoke about his ordeal.
Okay.
So that is the fact. I listened. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's a reporter who said they were in the crossfire, whatever it is that was going on, and they are blaming. The opposition is blaming it on the All Progressives Congress.
And I'm saying to you, sir, that what you are saying is based on what you hear. You were not there. And I'm also telling you that I was not there, but I saw pictures, the same opposition displayed on social media. They didn't show where people, okay, there are people of the same place. Who then know those people who came to attack them? Who then show pictures of those? At least people allow them to cover. Journalists, when they go to events, they are allowed to cover events. It has never happened in Ebonyi where people attack journalists. To my best of knowledge, I stand to be corrected.
Twice.
That's what I'm saying.
So those people, you're not on ground to understand what is going on.
No, I do, sir. But I'm telling you that the same way other political parties have people who cover events, same way the same particular, maybe it's PDP that is telling you this. How come it's only PDP in Ebonyi that is raising all these concerns?
They are the biggest threat to your party. Which other party is there that can threaten your party?
There are other parties there.
Like which one?
NGC is there. ADC is there. There are other parties.
Okay.
Let me tell you, the last election that PDP came, they made the same. They painted the picture of, being haunted by the government. At the end of it, they went to the polls. They scored about 23,000 votes. And the current government, headed by my governor, Right Honorable Builder Francis Nwifuru, scored 138 votes. You can see the margin.
All right.
Politics is not about sentiments, it's about being on ground. Right. And the people of Ebonyi are with the governor, the APC government.
Okay, so, well, how do you respond to those who are asking questions as to whose vision your governor is following? Is it his vision, or is it that of his political godfather? Because they say, look, it's more like he's only just doing the bidding of his political godfather, Senator Ebonyi, who I mean, some would say he's the one that installed him, or very crisp, essential to him becoming governor.
I can tell you, as in my portfolio as the Commissioner for Special Duties, I also double as the focal person in diaspora, so I know a lot of things happening around the government. Yes, during transition, of course, one person must hand over to another person. From the beginning, the former governor said he wouldn't have anything to do with the government. Once he hands over, he will retire. And that has been what is on ground. And anybody who knows the current governor is like a crocodile. You don't go to his water anyhow. So he's determined, he's very unassuming, he's calm, he's a very gentle man, but we do not take him for granted. So he's not doing the bidding of anybody. Remember, before he assumed office, he convened, a national conference of all Ebonyans. The purpose of that conference was to seek their opinion, and what came out of that conference was what is known today as the People's Charter of Needs.
So why is the governor not? I mean, because it's one of those states that it looks like the governor is unpopular. In fact, that those who even query your governor's charisma as the governor, I mean, we're not hearing or seeing so much from Ebonyi State. Why is that? Why is that the case?
The reason is that my governor does not believe that we are going to help a person go with camera. There are governors that will commission one project of 1 kilometer of road, and they come with national television, spending billions of naira to cover 1 kilometer of road. But my governor has done something that most people have not heard. So he's not somebody who wants to come to the media to showcase what he's doing.
So what has done that most people have not heard?
I'm going to tell you in a moment.
Please tell us.
Now, in education, for instance, currently, there are 302 students of Ebonyi indigents studying in the UK, their masters. And of course, the huge amount of money spent, 302. Now most of them have finished the masters because of the sterling qualities of what they came out of first class. About 70% of them made first class. Governor has directed that they should...
That they had a distinction.
Distinction, yes. Some of them, they have been ruled to do their masters. That is a project of a government. If you check the huge amount that has gone in there for 302 students, and about 700 are in Nigeria, plus or minus about 1,000 Ebonyans who are enjoying scholarship of the government. That's a huge investment in human capital development. Governance is not all about structures.
No, tell us more. I mean,
yes, I'm coming to that. So 302 abroad currently, and about 700 in Nigerian universities.
You've made that case. Because why I'm asking this is that I know Ebonyi. I am from Cross River State, and I had to pass through Ebonyi to go to Enugu State for my traditional marriage. So I'm familiar. I have to pass through your place to go to Enugu. And when I passed through Ebonyi some years ago, when Ebonyi was governor, everybody saw, in terms of infrastructure, the bridges, the quality of roads. Everybody have been amazed by the work that he did as governor. So are you saying that your governor in 3 years perhaps has outperformed his predecessor? Because all you've always said here to me is the students who are doing masters.
Because you don't allow me to learn.
Okay, please learn.
That is human capital development. I also take you to civil service. Ebonyi was created in 1996, 30 years after. We have had successive governments, about 3 or 4, and non-paid gratuity and gratuity. But the governor came for 30 years. All the retirees are paid pensions and gratuities. That's huge too.
Has he paid it in arrears or what?
Yes, in arrears. For 30 years.
How much is that?
It runs in billions. I can't tell you.
You cannot just throw.
No, but it's a fact. I'll provide you the fact.
Yes, please. I need the fact.
Yes, I'll give you the fact. After here, I'm going to.
30 years is not a joke.
I'm telling you the truth. You can find out, Jeff.
Because that would be quite impressive. If 30 years, I know what the numbers can look like.
Yeah,
it can be a huge fiscal pressure. So we'd like to have the numbers.
Yes, I'm on national television. Whatever I tell you, take it to the bank.
No, I'm going to take it to the bank. Yes, I will take what you say.
So I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. So when you come to empowerment, you see that the governor has also empowered Ebonyi so well. So I'm trying to tell you that it's not all about bridges. It's not all about physical projects. But I'm going to tell you that even the governor has outperformed the former administration.
Has outperformed
yes. What you have, of course, and it was the prayer of the former governor.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Yes, even the former governor has said that he would want his successor to perform more than him, and that's what is happening. What you saw going to Enugu was just bridges, about 3 bridges you saw on your route to Enugu. You have not gone to the other towns of the state. Currently, the governor is constructing about a number of bridges as well, but most significant is the Vanco flyover, which is a very big three-deck bridge, 1, 2, 3 decks. So, and it has a tunnel.
Is that a traffic-prone area?
Of course, yes, it is.
Because we have to be sure, because governors like to just build flyovers whether there's a need for it or not.
There is absolute need, because that place is very congested. You call it Vanco Junction. In the evening, it's very difficult to pass in the evening. So it's a very big traffic area. So he has done some other bridges and roads. And when he came on board, the first set of infrastructure he put in place, was 2 kilometer road per a community. Okay. So, and not only that, to how you measure a government that is working is a government that does not abandon past projects. A lot of governors will come on board and they jettison what their predecessors have done. This is the only governor I start to be corrected in Nigeria who is still pursuing projects of the past administration. And I can give you examples. What is known as World Trade Center in Ebonyi was started in the regime of Sam Egwu. It's about 23, 24, 25 years. I can't remember. 27 years now. That project was abandoned by successive government. But I'm telling you now that job going on is about 70% completion.
So I know that.
And other projects that are abandoned by the governor, other governments, which my governor is currently trying to complete.
So you've impressively, although you didn't give us all the, I'm sure you give us that. The human capital element is quite impressive. Civil service is correct, and then the issue of civil service and paying gratuity. But infrastructure is still a question of debate because I'm trying to get all your data. But I've looked at some of the unemployment numbers. In terms of employability of the people, Nigeria is really dealing with issues around unemployment. Talk to us about what the government is doing to help the people to be as employable and employable. And then tying it to the issue of the airports. I don't know whether Ebonyi actually needs an airport, with the greatest respect. And is that airport in use since Ebonyi built it? And what is the plan for that airport?
Okay, the issue of employment in the state, before Governor Nwifuru took over the affairs of the state, there was embargo on employment. There was embargo on conversion. There was embargo on employment generally. So when he came on board, he started with the university. He employed staff to fill vacancies because a lot of vacancies were there. Some died, some retired, and nobody was able to fill the gap. So he employed. In the area of health, when he came on board too, he did not only employ, but he also made sure that doctors, their welfare is taken care of. He employed over 2,000 staff, nurses, medical doctors, pharmacists, and radiographers.
Well, you're talking about government employment. I'm talking about the environment for industries to thrive. So that, because government can only employ what they can employ, they can't employ too much, so that it doesn't get over bloated. I'm talking about the private sector. So what is the economic advantage of what does Ebonyi? What can we say is the economic advantage of the state called Ebonyi? Are they agrarian people? It's not as if I don't know something. So I want you to say it with your own mouth, so that we can query what you've done to aggregate it and upscale it.
Yeah, thank God you have mentioned it. Ebonyi is known for agriculture. So, and a lot of people have trooped in to invest in agriculture. The government is not also
such as which companies? I mean, the private sector like FDI coming in Ebonyi State.
Yeah, the Ministry of Agriculture will have facts about that, but I know that the governor has put in place modalities that invite and make investors to come and invest. And again, there's nothing that you do in a place when you don't have peace. In Ebonyi, we have absolute peace, which most of you can attest to.
But you're fighting political fight.
Politics is...
You're beating people up.
No, we are not. I say all those things are tissues of lies. It never happened. They were orchestrated to put the government in a very, very bad light.
People were beating up, whether it is state
There were no pictures to show where people have been beaten up. Those are fabricated lies. They are tissues of lies.
I'm saying I interviewed.
I'm telling you,
I will not agree with you. I said a colleague was interviewed here.
Then you should ask yourself, from what standpoint is that journalist coming from?
A lot of them have people there. Forget about the debate of whether is whatever. I'm saying the fact is that they were attacked.
Who attacked them?
That's another matter altogether.
Exactly.
That's another matter.
Okay, they are accusing us.
Yes, they are accusing the APC.
And I'm telling you that it's not APC. Those are their members who just put such things. So we have to look as if it's the government.
We have to leave
that is doing that.
Kelly, just last word. What should we be looking at as a campaign? What he will be campaigning with come 2027? He's seeking re-election. I'm sure. So what is he going to be telling the people as a reason for him to come on board again?
Thank you. I have mentioned human capital development, which is huge. This is one area that a lot of governors neglect. But you cannot build a successive society when you don't have manpower. And that's what the governor is doing. Governor has built roads. Governor has built hospitals. Governor has built schools. Currently, there are about 64 buildings. A story building of 22 classrooms with modern laboratories, offices, and computer rooms in all the three senatorial zones of the state. He has also built about 43 of such, though that this one is 12 classroom blocks in primary schools. So he has paid teachers, he has employed teachers. Not only that, he has also increased the number, the age retirement of teachers, because sometimes you have teachers who are very, very, very good, but because of the age they are retired. So the governor is doing everything possible to advance the cost of education and other sectors.
I wonder if he has the backing of his predecessor. Yes or no?
For the re-election, of course, sure. Every Ebonyi man is behind the governor. He has the support of the... No, politics is about the people. And Nwifuru has the people on the ground.
Okay. Well, okay, you've not answered my question, but let's leave it here. Valentine,
what was your question, sir?
My question was, does he have the backing of the man who was instrumental to bringing him into politics?
It's not only...
No, yes or no?
Sure, he has.
Okay, let's leave it
there.
But
I'm telling you that it's
not
the
only man you say he has performed in 3 years. But we'll leave it there. Commissioner for Special Duties at Ebonyi State, Valentine Okike-Uzo, thank you indeed for stopping by our studios. We wish you all the best. Please allow the opposition to breathe.
He's denied.
We are not holding them, sir. The governor in different folders has said everybody should come and campaign. You don't say in Lagos or Akure on social media and be campaigning. Come down to the state and do your campaign. The land is free for everybody. We have the crowd, we have the number.
Commissioner, thank you indeed for stopping by.
We'll hand over the show to you.